Okay. So on Sunday, I said to you guys, right? We're looking at the XY, right? So market analysis, right? So on Sunday, I told you guys that I would love to see what happens with the dollar this week. For me to confirm any trades with the majors this week, I need the dollar to make some movements for me, right? What are those movements? It either needs to break this low because this was the 1 hour low here that we identified, right? Or it needs to break this high because that's the 1 hour high here. So if I get a break of that high, then I know, okay, well, we're going to continue buying as such. Or if I get a break of this low, then I know that the dollar is going to continue selling. So for right now, we're still trapped in this zone, in this area. Price came down to the 1 hour low and failed to break it. So, you know, went back here, which is interesting, very interesting, right? So so good. So let's look at Euro USD, because on Euro USD, I told you guys, and my analysis still remains the same, right? I told you guys this is the 1 hour high here, and I said to you, for me to confirm a buy on Euro USD this week or in the future, it needs to break this 1 hour high. So what I need is, wait for breaker structure, retest, and then look to buy. So when I put this note, now everybody should understand the previous session, right? So everybody should know what I'm looking for. That is providing you're trading the 1 hour time frame here, guys. If you're trading the 15-minute time frame, this trade basically came into the zone and the buy would have been confirmed, right? But definitely waiting for break the structure and retest here for the 1 hour time frame before I enter my buy. So nothing on Euro USD for right now, but we can see that price came up to the high, tried to break, failed, and we will wait again to see what happens when price comes back up to that zone. Okay. All right, let's go to GBP USD. So similar thing with GU, I told you guys as well. With GU, definitely was looking for a buy as well, but guess what? So let me remove some of these here. So I said to you guys, identify the previous 1 hour high, which I have there circled in red. And once that high is taken out, wait for the breaker structure, retest, and then we could look to buy GU. But guess what? We're in the 1 hour time frame, right? This was the last 1 hour high, right? This was the last 1 hour low. What happened? Talk to me. What happened? Hello? What happened on GU?
It broke the 1 hour low, closed below.
So what you thinking?
It may go back and retest that low to continue down possibly.
Okay. Now, to move from you feeling possibly about
you have to drop down lower.
So to move from you feeling possibly about it and for you to feel confident, what would you like to see happening now with this break?
The MACD should complete. No? What? Let me see.
So we had a break. Huh?
A continuation.
A continuation where?
You don't say?
What a continuation?
because there is structure here before. You see where you got circle? For the structure for like the green side, there's structure there on the right side before that, on the MACD, and the market broke that, and it's looking to me like it already retested that previous structure there. So then it will continue down.
All right. Point taken. Right. Point taken. I like how you're thinking. That's not directly the answer I want, but I like how you're thinking, right? So we identifying what happened here. Talk to me. Talk to me, guys. Think again. Tell me why is that will help you move from feeling possibly confident.
Well, for me, if price were to come back, okay, let me see, where is price? Price is at 132.422, coming back up. Waiting for a retest of the 132.869 area. If price
is on there.
Okay, waiting
If
for
price-
retest. Before you get the retest, what you want to see though? Before you get that retest. It just broke structure. What do you want to see? Where's price right now? Price
price
just
is at
broke
one.
how it looked to you.
Coach, isn't it
A
still
shoot.
within the same zone? Like, yes, it has broken structure, but it's not, to me, it's not completely broken.
There we go.
It still
That is
has
it.
to-
Okay,
You need a strong
it's still
breakout.
playing in the zone.
It's still within the zone. So right now, price could decide, right? Because it's still within the zone to fake out this break and push up. So
Noted.
don't forget that, guys. You gotta identify the strength for that breakout. That is important. All right. So please make sure that you put a note in your book, in your notepad. That's very important because often we tend to forget about that strength for that breakout. Because when I went through it before a few weeks ago too, when we went back over the strategy, you guys, you know, you weren't telling me about the strength of breakouts at all. Right? Look at this. Price brought back above structure, and then what happened? Faked out, it didn't continue up. Continue down, because that break was still within the zone. It's just an example. Right? So just be mindful of that. So for me, with GU, this is what I would put here, and this should help you guys a lot, right? So I am going to say wait for breaker structure and retest, and then look to buy, right? There's a potential there, right? But also, because we had this, wait for stronger breakout. That makes sense? So you want stronger breakout to confirm this sell. You need price to move away from this structure, right? So wait for stronger breakout, retest, and then look to sell. Should you not get that breakout that we're looking for, the ideal one, and price comes back into this zone, then whatever it does from there, it got to confirm one or two things. It either got to confirm a breaker structure and retest for the buy, or it got to confirm a breaker structure and retest for the sell. Either way, I could catch an opportunity with GBP USD. That's what I tell you guys too, that if you lose a trade, this where losing your fear of losing helps, and it really steps in. If you lose a trade, if you lose a trade, try to understand your way. That's important. You know why? Because you actually going and understanding your way is going to show you that the market is setting up another opportunity for you to enter the trade. Because it might hit your, let's say you had a retest here, just where price is now. You think that there is a retest that's happening, and you enter for sell, and then the market, went straight back in here, like it shot up, and it hit your stop loss for the buy. You feel bad that you lost some money in the market. All right, because it's back in this zone. Understanding your way, you will say, you know what? This probably hit my stop loss because this was not a strong break, and it come right back into this zone. So for me now, what I'm gonna probably do now is I'm gonna wait for breaker structure. Let me see if price can come and break up here, give me a strong break and a retest. I will re-enter for a buy here. Or let me see if price gonna come back down and give me a stronger break, retest, and then I can enter for myself. That's you understanding your way. Why the trade hit stop loss, planning for the next move. The market always setting up opportunities, guys. It comes down to how you view it. All right. So that's the plan there for GU. No, from Sunday I did not like all the USD. Still don't, to be honest. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Right. For me, it was, if I was looking for a sell, I would have liked to see AU come up here for a retest and give me continuation down. If I'm looking for a buy, I need AU to break this high. So either gonna break my last 1 hour high, or it's gonna come back and retest the structure that it brought a few weeks ago. I'm still waiting for that. Right, so that's why I don't like AU. So I'm gonna leave that alone. NZDUSD, similar situation here. Right, so I did mention on Sunday that NZDUSD was close to this zone here. Was a daily retest. There we go. We had a breakout here. Price came around, gave us a retest. And I told you guys at that point in time that price was very close to structure, so I wouldn't do anything with NZUSD right now, right? Coming down to the 1 hour time frame, I also mentioned if you guys are looking to trade NZUSD, right? Wait for this high to be taken out. Right, so let price do its thing. But from the last video that I showed you guys, right? If you wanted to get an entry sooner on NZUSD, you can always drop down to the 15-minute time frame and identify structure for a retest, huh? So this would have been structure here, right? Weak breakout, right? Because we know what breakout's supposed to look like now. Weak breakout because it's still winning structure. So in a case like this, if you want to try to get an earlier position on NZUSD, what do you want? You want a strong breakout, right? Retest, and then you guys could take the buy on NZUSD. Potential trade idea here, right? However, please note the 1 hour high. Use this as your take profit or your checkpoint. There's only so far it's gonna go if you're taking a 15-minute trade. Okay. So that's a potential trade idea. You guys could keep your eyes on that to see what happens. If you get price breaking the 15-minute structure, right? A strong breakout and not a weak one. And then we get a retest, then you guys can enter NU for the buy. And you could look to take NU back up to the 1 hour structure. Okay. pretty sure the analysis looking clear for some of you guys know. You understanding? Some of you guys know should be understanding the why. Why coach would call a buy here. Or why coach would call a buy on the 1 hour time frame from up here, from it breaking up here. Right? Should be clear. Okay. USD CHF. Now on Sunday, I told you guys, okay, we looked at the market coming down here. This is where it was. And I said to you guys that I like a sell idea on USD chef, but in this drop, we did not have any structure. The only structure we had was up here. So knowing the market, having the knowledge that we have now, you know that for me to consider a sell on this, price has to retest structure. So it's going to come and fill all of this, right? And this was the structure I identified because there was no structure on the other time frames that was formed, right? And I said to you guys, look for our USD CHF to come up to this zone as a retest structure, and then you could look to sell. So I did also say that it is far away, so it may not happen right now, but the market will settle at some point in time for you to take that sell, guys. Right. USD CAD. Oh boy. So UCAD, I gave you two scenarios. I said to you, look for a bounce or a break and a retest. No, UCAD still, yes, it brought structure. We've identified that before, right? Let me remove this for now. So UCAD did break structure. Is it a strong break? No. This happened since last week. And I told you guys, I don't like how this look. It's a very weak break. I don't like it. Wouldn't take any trade to do a UCAD right now. But me, right now, I prefer UCAD to move away from structure, give me a strong breakout, then a retest, and then I would take my buy. Right? So definitely, I have UCAD. Well, I would like to see UCAD push higher first, and then when it comes down to give the retest, then I'll be more interested in it. But for right now, this breakout is still quite weak, and I won't be interested in anything, excuse me, on UCAD. Right? USDJPY. We had a small retest here for the sell, as I was sending you guys up for that. And that did happen. Right? Did get that. What am I expecting now with UJ? You can actually participate in a counter trade with UJ because structure was created here. So overall, right? I told you guys that I'm looking for price to come up to this zone, that structure it had before here, and sell off of this zone, just like UCAD and USDCHF. Now, knowing this, you could see structure created here. Look, this is structure, that pullback does be structure, right? 15-minute time frame, and I do this, right? Okay, all this 15-minute high. If I look into enter USDJPY for a buy to take an opportunity in a counter trade, what do I need? Strong break, retest, strong break, retest, exit. Yeah. Why are you going to exit here? Because they're looking for a retest for a sell here. So there's just a little opportunity. If you guys want to participate in a counter trend trade, you can with that. So this is not bad. You guys could look for that at some point. Right? Gold. So gold, I mentioned to you guys that I was holding gold, came up to here, and I came out. Overall, my analysis on gold, let me just tell you guys now. Maria. Checking and see if Maria's still with us.
I'm here.
Oh, just checking.
Coach, you a goal. That's
Oh
what makes you my boy
oh my
Maria.
gosh, I don't realize. If we had realized, I would have stick with it.
Okay, so this is gold. So I'm still looking for the buy on gold, right? At some point in time, because we're still within this zone. But for me to confirm my buy on gold, right, needs to break the structure here, this high. Right? So break out, retest, then you could look to take any gold buys that you may be interested in. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. If it doesn't break this high, please leave it out. If it breaks this low and it gives me a strong breakout and a retest, then you can look to take any gold sell that you see or you want to get into. If it doesn't break this low and it's still within here, leave it out. All right. So that is my analysis on gold. But I am looking for gold to come back up to these highs and to buy. But my confirmation for it would be it breaking this previous high. Right? Okay. Let me hold that up. All right. You're a JPY. No, on Sunday I gave you guys a potential trade idea, and that was for EJ to come up to here into this imbalance zone to sell. And it didn't come up into the zone exactly. So I wasn't interested in it. And to be honest, I'm not really that interested in it either. Right? For right now. It doesn't look that healthy. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. Right? You're odd. You're odd. We had a retest here, probably on the 15-minute time frame, but that's not where we're looking to enter our buy. Right? We had a break of structure. Right? So what you waiting on? Retest, continuation. So let your odd potentially come back down into this area and then look to buy. Until then, leave it up.
So this is a strong breakout here, Coach.
That is correct. Yes. All right. This is a strong breakout. There's a confirmation here. Right. All right. So y'all know you're odd. My analysis remains the same. Wait for the retest and then you could look to buy. You're a CAD, similar thing. And we coming down. You could see this here starting to come down. This is why we don't rush. Right? We had a retest here, but it didn't retest on my 1 hour time frame. Personally for me. I want to enter here. But I guess you could have entered here if you're trading 15-minute time frame and so on. Comes on to your stuff. For me, looking for this retest that happened on the 1 hour. So what I want to see is this. And I pointed it out to you guys. So I want price to come down to here and I want my 1 hour MACD to cross over to my red zone. Then I'm gonna take my Euro cap. Right? There's still a potential trade idea for the week. It's just that we gotta be afraid to set up. Euro NZD, same thing. All the euros set up the same way, right? You got a strong break, wait for the retest. That price come back into the zone, let the retest on the MACD happen. Once you get that, you can look to buy Euro NZD. So my analysis ain't changed at all here. You guys seeing it for yourself. What I'm looking at. We had a strong breaker structure. Here's the breaker structure here, right? So it's just a matter of we getting a retest, and then you guys can look to buy Euro NZD. Euro GBP. Now I was saying that potentially might get a pullback at some type of entry here in this imbalance zone for a counter trend trade, but I don't know. Right? It's looking to invalidate that. So I believe EG for now. Right? I will leave EG for now. GJ, you know the analysis. We're here for a retest of structure, right? Structure is broken, everybody can see. We get the break here. Wait for the retest. That price come up to here, mark the crossover, and look to sell GJ. Right? Let's see, GA. I didn't like GA at all. GBP can. I'll leave this alone. GBP and ZD. I'll leave this alone as well. G-Chef. No, G-Cat. Also we'll leave this alone. So it's all right. So I only like GJ and the euros, right? For this week. So euros for sure. Right? So you got Euro odd, Euro CAD, Euro NZD, GJ. You also have gold and USD JPY. So NZD USD. And those are my favorites for this week. Nothing else. So NU, right? For a potential buy. Once structure is broken in 15-minute time frame. UJ for potential buy. Should structure break here, you could get a counter trend trade. Gold for potential buy. Remember, the UJ, we're looking for a long-term seller. So there's a counter trend trade. Gold for a potential buy. But I prefer structure to break first. So let's structure break, and then we could look at that buy. Euro odd, waiting for that retest at structure here. All right. Euro CAD, similar thing, waiting for that retest. Euro NZD, similar thing as well. Wait for that retest. And then finally, GBP, JPY, wait for this retest and sell. Any questions, guys?
Karen, we went through the imbalance candle.
I can.
Okay.
I didn't take the opportunity to go through it because I felt like I you guys understood what it is we're looking for completely with your trading. But the imbalance candle in your retest, right? So when structure is broken, you want to look for imbalance candle within that structure point, right? And in this case, the retest we're looking for, the imbalance candle is right here, right? This is your imbalance candle. So ideally, the ideal sell would not just be price retesting here, but more price coming up to this point and then selling. So for me, the imbalance candle is quite easy. It's just a matter of you looking for it in your breaker structure. Once structure is broken, more likely price gonna create some type of imbalance in that breakout. Now all you need to do is to identify it. Look, I identified that this was the last structure before price broke down here. And this was the imbalance candle. So I actually looking for price to come right into this zone and then sell.
So coach, what made the changes from the engulfing candle to the imbalance zone?
I feel
Because
like
I remember when, when me and Marcia, we used to like do a lot of things together. And I remember at that point in time, we were still calling it the the engulfing candle. But then I realized that is not just a candle, this is a whole zone. So now I like I was learning the imbalance strategy here now, but then I get to realize, wait, this is the zone that you were seeing before though. All right. So what made it change from the engulfing to the imbalance?
what I noticed was that the imbalance candle is not always an engulfing candle. So you might miss a move looking for that engulfing candle and realize that price don't come back and actually, like you can't identify your actual point of interest because you're looking for engulfing candle, right? So the imbalance candle is not always an engulfing candle.
Okay.
Because like this, for example, this is an imbalance candle, and on your time frame, price came right into this imbalance and started to buy, but this is not an engulfing candle.
Engulfing candle. Right. Okay.
Any other questions?